Friends, it's me, man. And I just want to use this opportunity to say thanks to all the people who have been subscribing and liking. And as I say, this laughter is not a belly full laughter, it's just a little chuckle. Just a little chuckle. However, today, and I need for you to realize something. Every time you see me in a FedEx outfit, yes, I do work with FedEx and I enjoy it. Anyway, keep me active. So anyway, I am cooking a little thing where they have some leftover curry chicken. See that? But it's not a little, it's kind of a enough. So me decide to make a boil some banana. Yes, you can boil the banana in the skin, you know. Yeah, you can. And it keep it together. And actually I was a little bit skeptical about doing it from the get-go because I always used to see my aunties, they must peel the banana and rare and all sort of things and put it in the pot and say, boy, you can't boil banana in the skin. But I found out if you boil the banana in the skin, it may take a little longer time to boil, but the banana stays intact. And all you have to do is just use a thong and this thing here. And just when you're taking it out of the pot, you just simply pick off the thing. It's much easier. I can't tell you something. With all them nails that some we have, you know, we can't peel the banana. So, I also decided that I'm going to make what is called a banana dumpling. It's the same thing. No, I'm no expert on this, and I'm not doing this because I expect somebody criticism or whatever. I am not afraid of criticism. So what I did, I had grated some banana, same green banana, and I'm going to put a little flour in it. Some people always sift the flour. Well, me not sift no flour. I just add in the flour, and then I kind of mix it in. I don't want to put too much flour because I really want the banana for it kind of banana it out, you know. So, and then I'm going to just tip a little bit of salt, just a little bit because, see, just a little bit, just for, you know, little flavor, nothing great. While the pot is bubbling, so I don't always like to cook my bananas and food together because sometimes, you know, the bananas can have a little stain, and sometimes what happens is that it ends up with the dumpling kind of look black sometimes. So what I do is that I cook my banana in a separate pot. And you can also tip a little oil in the pot. It kind of look like it helps, but tip a little olive oil or whatever oil you have to kind of make it, you know, make it a little vibes. I'm going to put a little in the same pot where the dumpling I'm going to make it, huh? And give it a little time to boil up, man. Friends, this is when me done. So now I'm going to need the two hands then because I still need flour with these hands. I'm going to wash my hand and clean my hand and I'm going to use the brush and scrub. Get rid of all the dirt and stuff out of your fingernails so them look clean and nice, not like a normal person. So anyway, friends, when I finish this banana dumpling, you will see what I go on. It's a pity you can't taste it, but yeah, man. So alright, later talk to you. I like to make sure all the bananas, even though I grate it, I like to make it coated. So kind of work it around. Because sometimes the banana is kind of moist. It don't look like dumpling yet, but I work the flour in with the banana. You see? So it kind of looks shelly now. And that's because I want all the things that I have grated to kind of pick up some of that flour. Yes, sir, Bob. So now, I'm going to check and you see the pot boil, you know. In fact, the two pot boil. So me have to hurry up. Because my wife will come home. I tell you, and you know sometimes when them come home, they're hungry, you know. And they might look over corner, and if they cook nothing, I have to bust one thing of mackerel and rice. And they might peep and a peep. But not so. I believe whoever come home first, sort out the pot. You must never ever ask a woman what she want for dinner because 90% of the time she do, she gonna tell you she don't know. She don't know. So don't bother with that. She don't know. If she never planned the day before, she don't know. So you as a food man, as a man who love nyam food, that's the correct word I use. Nyam, not eat. Nyam food. You think ahead of the game and make preparation. Alright. Talk to you again as we continue to stir up the thing. Now, we're going to add some water and a little bit more flour and add some water because I don't really want too much flour and make it start come together and I begin to need it. All right, me again. So as you can see, it kind of combines. This is how you have to do. Now, as I say, I'm no expert on making banana dumpling. I experiment with it one time and never gone too bad. So, I added some water to it. And when I added the water, I begin to work the flour into the banana. Now, you have to be careful that you don't overwork flour, you know, because if you work it too much, it will get kind of a little bit too tough and all them something. But my wife don't like when dumpling too soft. I'm not too crazy about soft dumpling, but sometimes with teeth, alright. Well, these teeth is my real teeth, so I don't have to worry about them. Still work good. But I hear one DJ Bridging a man make a song, you know. He said, Mr. Speaker, the reason why the flour dumpling is so tough is because the cement factory is near to the flour factory. Well, I don't think there's no truth to that, but I must think that the yellow man didn't make a tune that one at the time. But anyway, so we're working it here. So you have to be careful that you don't overwork the flour for you don't want to kill the thing. So alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to make them and we're going to drop them in the pot one by one. Let me see if we can angle this thing here. So you can actually see what we're doing with the flour and the pot. Alright. So I don't like to make my dumpling them very big. Right? Because sometimes it can result in a little difficulty eating. You see that? This is probably about another 2 inches or so. Boom in the pot. See that? Can you feel it? Well, we can't feel it. So, we try to keep the sides and pretty consistent. Well, friends, let's see. Banana dumpling. Yeah, and basically, you know, you can use anything turning a dumpling, you know. Plantain, banana, cassava. Yeah, man, cassava was a thing back in Jamaica. Cassava dumpling, them grated the cassava and then do them thing. As I said, you know, I may be missing a few of the details here, but it doesn't matter. Me, personally, maybe try something, and if it's wrong, maybe go on until we get it right. And maybe get advice, or maybe take advice till we get it right. Never you act like you know everything. You understand me? This is one of the reasons back in the day, you know. The older women used to teach the younger women how to do things. And the older men them too. But these days, you can't teach somebody nothing. Because everybody know everything, so you have to just allow them. Alright, so I have a few dumplings in there now. And just a couple more. These going up smaller. And of course, I'm going to make an extra big one for myself. Alright, friends. And listen, in case it gets a little bit too sticky, the dumpling and you can't handle it, you put a little bit more flour so you can free up your hand. Alright, and make it like more manageable. Alright, let me go over here. So, friends, see them there? Sometimes when you cover the pot, it boil over. So you kind of keep your pot at a kind of so-called medium-high heat. Could make it all flour for me close. That way it not boil over. And you know, while I was talking, a little thought came to me. You know me, I always share my thoughts about trying things. Now, I believe there are a lot of people who love to offer advice to people. And when you check it out, these advisors, sometimes in their lives, they don't even implement the advice they're giving to you in their personal lives. I often used to wonder why even psychologists, and this is not bashing psychologists or anybody, I really believe that people who are trained in certain fields are very qualified to advise you. But sometimes, if you check out the personal lives of some of these individuals who love to advise, sometimes a lot of things not right, you know. And sometimes people see you try a thing like, you know, make all them dumpling business there, them see you decide to do something, and you get information for wherever, however, and you decide why I'm going to do it. And they keep coming to you, you know, you should do this and you should do that. Nothing is wrong with that. But the problem with these people, they lack motivation sometimes and they lack drive and they are not risk takers because sometimes these people are afraid to fail. I'm not saying you should go out there with the intention to fail. But one of the things I have found out with people is that you can teach them how to succeed, but you can't teach them how to fail. You say, but Mark, what are you talking about? How can you teach people how to fail? Well, put it this way. When you fail, you sometimes get very hard on yourself. You beat yourself up, you rough up yourself. You say, oh my God, I made a stupid person of myself. And when you check it out, you feel really, 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 really bad. Sometimes it's hard to recover from the failures. Some of the failures could have been avoided. But then it happens. But when you learn to fail, you learn to process the failure in your head, analyze it, and decide to listen, I am going to take this route that I do not make the same mistake again. I am not going to go every day and beat myself up over something that happened yesterday. Friends, a lot of people keep doing that and they live in a mental stage of depression. Why? Because their greatest problem is themselves. All I'm saying to you is that when you want to try something, you will get a lot of opinions and views. Just like when I talk about the banana dumpling. I personally really don't care what people think about the banana dumpling. If you want to give me an advice and if you add something else to it, fine. But I'm going to try it. If it work, it work. If you call me and say, Mark, I want you to add this to it and this will make the real thing. Alright, fine, I will accept your advice. But it's not going to stop me from trying. So friends, before you jump to give advice to people, check out yourself and check how you handle advice. 90% of the time, the people who jump up to give advice, look how them respond to advice when you give them advice. Anyway, I'm going to check for my part later. Friends, the plane land. The plane finally land. Check it out. It may look kind of enough, but I know so. So I call the lady and tell her somebody I wait for her to come, but she take too long. I may dead for hungry. Anyway, let's see what's going on. So, you're going to cut one of them dumplings here. This is it. Right thing. Right deal. Yes, friends. So, banana dumpling with banana and curry chicken. That's the way to go later.